welcome back to another episode of My Indie Film in Focus. Today I have the pleasure of having Noah Bosch and Daniel James Isabella from Evil Twin Digital. And these guys are all the way from East Lansing, so they came out to Oxford to check us out. Let's give them, a big boost in views on their YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel?
So the YouTube channel is Evil Twin Digital, 3 separate words, Evil Twin Digital. The E, the T, and the D are all capitalized. You'll be seeing our little logo. It's 2 guys with back-to-back. One is black, one is white. Yes, please subscribe to us. That'd be fantastic.
Awesome. And Noah, you're the VP of social media. You do all the behind-the-scenes videography and editing, and you're the head writer.
Yes, that is correct.
So what all does the VP of social media do and the head? Obviously you're a busy guy.
Yes. So I have essentially done the behind-the-scenes videography and editing, as you said, for every single one of our 5 feature film projects. I've also run all 3 of our main social media accounts. We have now actually recently added on a TikTok as well that I am taking stock in as well. But I essentially make sure that we consistently put out content. We try to do a post every Tuesday, every Thursday, and then a video post every Saturday. And we've consistently done that for roughly about 2 years now. And I'm very lucky enough that this company is putting together so much content that I never really run out of stuff to post about. But that's been my job essentially, is being on set, gathering that footage, making sure that we can show off without spoiling anything. kind of what we do.
What's going on, right? Behind the scenes, right? BTS is so important. You see films I don't even see anybody. I'm like, whoa. So I see the crew. Crew's doing it. Daniel James Isabella is the VP of production and management. So tell us all about that, man. It sounds even more intense than
it
Noah's
can be a lot.
Yeah,
basically, when it started out, I was a producer on every project. We have evolved past a state where that is the case.
Nice.
We have a couple of other producers who take other projects on. I have been at least one of the lead producers on all 5 of our feature films, and I have produced, I believe, still the majority of our short films. But whenever someone is producing a project, I lead them through all of our processes, give them all of our information. I take care of all of that. And as far as the management side, I take care of contracts, business, organizational type stuff.
Oh, wow.
All of the super behind the scenes, I made sure we were properly incorporated as an LLC and all of that kind of stuff. So.
And that's what a lot of independent filmmakers don't think about the business in.
Yes,
and that's
absolutely.
So crucial, right? You got insurance and
Which when we started, we weren't thinking about it at all either, and we just kind of went, well, we need to make sure we do this. We had a professor really early on sit us down and say, hey, you're doing some great work, but you need to make sure you're covering yourself.
Yeah, you got to, because you can get sued, man. It's
absolutely. So we've been figuring that out along the way.
Right. So let's, for anybody who doesn't know, and I'm one of them, I kind of got familiar. My buddy Seth Hart introduced me to these guys. How did Evil Twin Digital start, man? Where does come from?
So that was
I'll tell the origin story.
I got roped into this.
So we all.
Evil Twin Digital predates both of us in its essence. It's our president, Ellison Winterstein. He had in high school a group of friends they had a group called Feather Critic Films. Their whole deal was they did short videos. They had an ongoing series throughout high school. And then at the end of high school, he said, all right, it's time I want to have a new era. And so he rebranded his YouTube channel. And he came up with the name Evil Twin Digital. And he was still kind of posting the same sort of shorts and stuff like that. Sophomore year of college, him and I meet and we become really close.
Oh, that's cool.
And he says, all right, I've got this project that I wrote for a 48-hour film challenge 3 years ago, and I think I can make the script way better now, and I can do it fully. And so I come on board as a producer, and that project is called A Very Merry Christmas Party. You can find it on our YouTube accounts. Noah is the lead actor in that. That's when we first got him on board.
That's where the roping in comes in, because I was supposed to be on there for, I believe it was
bit part. Yeah. And then
I was a very small bit part. I think I had one line, and then unfortunately,
the lead. I believe their parents said that they needed to leave for Christmas vacation a day earlier, and so they couldn't make the shoot. So we needed to find someone new. And went, well, we know Noah. Noah can do it, and he did a fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
So as far as our earliest short, I am still very proud of that project. It's short, it's sweet, it's silly.
That one should also be on the YouTube channel.
It is on the YouTube channel.
It is on the YouTube channel if you guys want to check that out.
its spiritual sequel, A Holly Jolly Christmas Mix-Up, which is a musical we did for Christmas 2 years later.
Wow, and that's what I think.
It's a 30-minute long musical. Yeah,
you guys are like doing all kinds of stuff, not just one
Yes.
genre. You guys are just going all over the place.
We enjoy kind of splitting things up. We a lot of us met through a student group at MSU called MSU Telecasters, and that's kind of where a lot of people have like kind of globbed onto us over the years. Like we meet someone and we're like, we pull them in and then they're stuck.
Making a troop, right?
Absolutely. But big part of that organization is the ability to like do whatever you want, and so we've kind of taken that spirit with us of like, if someone comes to us with a project and they have a feasible way to do it and we can make it work, like we're gonna make it work no matter what the genre, as long as it fits like our morals and all of that stuff. Like,
that's what's up, man, because that's what we talk about here in this area. We're like, hey, man, you know what there ain't a lot of camaraderie and doing what you guys are doing. And me and my buddy, we're both ADs. Oh, we did a project, a live event, and because we don't get to work together, we're both trying to get. I wish someone would let us be a second AD. We can't even get that in indie films. But we were talking about the lack of cohesiveness. And I think that's really cool. You guys remind me like A24. Like the things you're doing are very, and I don't know if that's intentional or what, man, but you guys are avant-garde. Like I said, no genre. I mean, I can't really put a label on what you guys are doing because it's all over the map.
No, that's a great compliment, honestly. That's what we've been trying to do, is just be as expansive as possible, and just trying to allow anyone who, because a big part of this is production company. It's not just us writing these things, not just from internal. We've had people actually come to us with scripts that we help them produce as well. So
that's a big part of your job as head writer, is you take those scripts in, you read them, give notes.
Exactly.
Well, that's what's up, because I mean, like you hear about the stacks of scripts in LA where no one's even looking at them. All the tagline sucks.
Yep.
Oh yeah. We haven't had a ton of people bring us scripts, but everyone who has, Noah's read them through. Usually, at least one or two of the other core team members have read them through, and like we give notes and take care of it all.
And often, we most recently just wrapped up a short actually that came from another student that we knew. It was called Last Night. Recently wrapped up, but that was an example of someone coming to us. They had been wanting to make this project for a very, very long time. They actually tried previously to do that. Unfortunately, just things kind of fell apart. But then through our company, actually over this past summer, we were able to finally get it fully completed in terms of filming, which is really, really cool to see.
Right? Yeah, that's what's up, right? I mean, like you hit these roadblocks, and all of a sudden you can't finish the project, but the tenacity to stay on it, get it done. I found out about these guys from a movie called Shock Jockey Massacre, starring Seth Hart. We're going to show the trailer of that right now, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Thanks. See you in a minute.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media. Just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
Every year, distracted drivers are responsible for nearly 2.5 million car crashes. The National Safety Council reports cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes. The NSC reports 1 out of every 4 car accidents in the United States is caused by texting and driving. Texting or reading text takes your eyes off the road for at least 5 seconds.
How you doing, man?
So if you were traveling at 55 miles per hour, you're essentially driving the length of an entire football field blindfolded. Once a driver has been distracted, it takes only 3 seconds for a car crash to occur.
Welcome back, listeners. We hope you're still with us on this very unique evening. As you've probably already heard, there's a killer on the loose in the streets of our campus. We here at 88.9's The Impact are doing everything we can stay close to those around you. Get inside as soon as possible and don't go anywhere alone.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the trailer for Shock Jockey Massacre, a very trauma-esque film from these young men at Evil Twin Digital. Sorry about that.
All good.
So tell me, man, how was that experience on that film, man?
Oh, that was so fun. Me, DJ, Ellison Winterstein, our president, and then one of our vice presidents, Harrison Orwig, all got together and wanted to write a feature film. And we kind of we sat in a room for like, I think 3 hours just shooting around ideas until we eventually,
right?
Yes, until eventually we got onto a slasher film involving like a radio station on campus.
Nice.
And yeah,
We knew we had access. We had friends who worked in the radio station. We talked to them. We said, hey, would we ever be able to film here? Well, at first we were thinking, well, we'll do a short. We'll do something small. And then the idea just kept growing and growing, and we just fell in love with it more and more as we went. So that's kind of how Shock Jockey was born. It was, coming into this group of people, like, I was never a horror person growing up, and the other three all very much were. And so I kind of got sucked into it, and like, we all fell in love with this slasher genre. And we saw this like trend of a lot of slasher genres having themes that were not as much fun, like a lot of like female characters not treated well, and like like they take their shirt off and get killed.
Yeah.
And
something we want to avoid.
yeah, and there's racism in some of them. But a lot of it, we wanted to try and take all of the things that make slasher movies great, all of the like
Tropes, right?
all of the tropes that are like the killer who is scary, the people trapped in a location and they can't get out, the character who, he has a knife, but realistically he should not be able to kill this many people in this short period of time. And the killer who can never die no matter what. We really wanted to try and take a lot of that stuff and bring it in and do something wholesome and fun. And I mean, not necessarily wholesome, but like something that morally we could stand behind, something that we could say, yeah, I mean, someone's killing a bunch of people, but it's also like, it's not a
Moral
bad
to the story,
thing.
right? Yeah.
There's a moral to the story, yeah, absolutely.
It's not just gratuitous violence. As I try to tell people all the time, like, hey man, George Romero is my favorite filmmaker ever, and basically use it as a soapbox, to get out and get his ideas across, his political views and ideology. But yeah, man. So that's just one of 4 that I know of, and you got one in production now, right?
Yes.
So
Wow.
soon to be 5 feature-length films. Yes. So
Hot Breath, Cold Air, written by Bill Vincent, who was a professor of ours who worked with Raimi Brothers way back in the day, and we are very proud.
Evil Dead? Love
yes,
that, yeah.
absolutely. He was a fake Shemp on Evil Dead, and
Go State, Spartans, right?
absolutely,
absolutely.
go green, go white. And he also appears in The House on the Lake, which is our second feature.
Oh, really?
which
That's
is,
cool.
Yeah, he has a small cameo role, which people should be excited for as Father Winters.
Yes. He's my mentor, actually.
Yeah, Noah's character's mentor.
I had a father that was Elder Island. My father was a priest in that movie, so I was like, oh,
Oh, and yes.
and we were the bad guys.
Next after that, we have Hark the Angel, which is a little bit hard to put a genre on, but is a drama about the holidays and is a little bit more supernatural than you might think. I'll just say that much.
The holidays are drama anyway, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally.
And
That
then our
sounds
fifth
sad.
one, if you want to talk about.
Oh, yes. So bear with me here. It is called the Citrus Twist Triads Deadly Dance with the Pink Punch Bunch. Please try to say that 5 times fast. But as a feature film that I wrote and now co-directing on with MJ Telly, another member of the Evil Twin Digital group, that is essentially taking mobster films like the Goodfellas or The Departed or The Godfather and sticking all of those tropes and almost like soap opera-esque drama into the lives of children running lemonade stands.
The Sopranos.
No, literally, yes, exactly. The Sopranos. So they got candy cigarettes, they got their lemonade, they got water guns. But it's taking all that drama and that ridiculousness, but putting it into full focus because they're all children and treating it as if it's realistic. And it's been a ton of fun. That's what we've been filming this summer, actually.
Yes.
Coming age film? Coming of age?
A little
A
bit.
little bit, yeah.
It takes some twists and turns that you wouldn't expect, and I think I'll leave it at that.
Yes. No, you can't spoil too much about it, but yes, I think you are on the right track there.
So you guys do not only do features, you do like web series? What's the web series about?
We have a web series that Noah is one of the co-creators from writing side. I directed and produced it. It's called Counterculture.
Culture, right?
Culture, yes. Counterculture. It's about a cult of people who worship this one lady named Magdalene, who also kind of run their cult a little bit too close to a business. They have filing systems. It's kind of like an office sitcom placed in a cult. And there is also a little bit of a romance element, which is fun. We took a little inspiration there. So,
That sounds real cool. I mean, and is this also available on the YouTube channel?
it will be when it's complete.
Okay,
it's not
it's
quite
in-
yet.
okay,
it's
it's in
still
post right now?
in post right now. Yeah, we've
Okay.
got a bit too much in post. Isn't that always?
Well,
the
that's
case?
okay though. That's a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
And what's the YouTube channel again, so we can flash on the
It's
bottom
going to be
here?
Evil Twin Digital, all 3 separate words, capital E, capital T, capital D. Once again, you guys will be seeing 2 back-to-back men. One is going to be black, one's going to be white. That's going to be our logo.
Little cartoon dudes.
Yes, little cartoon dudes.
And you guys do shorts too, so these guys
Yes.
are real busy, and they said that they're helping everybody. They're getting people out there. The last neutron firing as the
last
moon
neutron
explodes. I mean, like the names are awesome, dude. I'm like, yes, dude.
Thank
I'm like,
you.
is it like a Vonnegut novel or something? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
It
man.
is almost Vonnegut-esque. That one is written and directed by Harrison Orweg, who is one of the directors on, he's the writer and director on Hark the Angel and is a director on House on the Lake. But it's a short kind of about dealing with unfortunate things. I don't want to spoil too much because it is.
There's a
takes
lot to
very
spoil in
harsh
this one.
turn.
Yes.
But
Dealing with unfortunate circumstances
yes,
and coming to
absolutely.
terms with things that you weren't expecting, especially in a very short amount of time.
yeah. And it's kind of about that like moment of something bad is happening, and it's like the name comes from, as I understand, like that last moment of like the world is exploding.
Right, it
But,
seems
like-
like probably all drawn out, like like when you get in them kind of like a car accident or something like that, the time just seems to like last forever, and it's just
Absolutely.
seconds, and it's like whoa,
Absolutely.
blows your mind. That's a nice way to segue into this trailer.
Absolutely.
Last House on a Lake.
The house.
The
The House on a Lake. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna watch this trailer, and then we're gonna come back from break. So hope you enjoy.
So I'm Melanie. I'm here with Canine Stray Rescue League. I've been with the rescue about 5.5 years. I'm the foster coordinator here. I volunteer as well as I'm a board member. It's hard to get a good read on the dog, and it's hard to tell sometimes that a dog is a great dog when they're stuck in the kennel environment, living on a concrete slab. And it's nice when they go into foster care because we can get a little bit better feel of who they are as a dog, and then we can find a better fitting home for them. We can learn if they do well with dogs or people or kids, cats for that matter. Cats in particular are really difficult for us here because we don't have cats on site. So if you do become a foster with us, we do provide everything, so it's not any expense to you. We'll provide you with the things that you'll need, such as a cage, food if you need doggy bowls. We have support for you as well. So if you are interested in becoming a foster, email us at caninestrayrescue@yahoo.com, and we will put you in touch with me, and we'll see if you're a good fit for fostering with us.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that trailer of The House on the Lake. We're going to talk about the advanced screening of this movie, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be August 9th, Tuesday, August 9th, at the Celebration Cinema Lansing. It's going to be $10 for a ticket. You can find them at
thehouseonthelake.eventbrite.com, which I'm hoping is in a lower third behind me somewhere. Yes. And also in at least some capacity below. But
yeah, so the doors open at 7 p.m. for that, and then the official showing starts at 7:30. Now, tickets are limited, so once we sold out of them, unfortunately, that is done. Yes, we cannot sell anymore.
Yes. We're really excited to show people this movie. It's the first feature film that is completely independently written and produced by the team. There's no outside contributors in this, which is really exciting for us. We've had a successful premiere before with
Hot Breath, Cold
Hot
Air.
Breath, Cold Air, which was an amazing first film to work on. And now
we actually sold out that theater. We sold out our first theater, which is really cool to see. Like as filmmakers,
absolutely.
That was very warming to the heart. That we literally could not sell any more tickets. Yeah. I'm very sorry. My parents actually could not come because they did not get their tickets in time.
Wow.
So it was bittersweet. It was like, oh, sorry, mom and dad, but also, it's a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love that, right? I mean, like, hey, that's the dream, right? Like, hey, people are interested in what we're doing, and we all want to, people to view what we do. That's why we do what we do. Get it on the screen, make it beautiful. That's the funnest part as a filmmaker, right? By the time you've got through post-production, you've already seen the movie 100 times.
Yeah.
So we sit back and we watch all you lovely viewers, watch the facial expressions, waiting for them to laugh or gasp or whatever it is. So this is black and white, 4.3 aspect ratio?
Yep. Yes. 4:3 aspect ratio. Silent, inspired by silent films of the era. It's shot very much in a style that reflects that. We're not the directors, we're not the people to talk about that, but they gave us a few things, talking points to mention before we got here.
Kevin and Dr. Kilgari? Is that?
Ooh, yes.
Right? I felt like that when I was looking, I was like, ooh.
It definitely, if you watch the trailer, it says in there all of the shorts that inspired it. Those all kind of come from. So, Corrupted, An Interview with Julius Ruckers, Blackout, Whiteout, Sacrifice, all kind of came together. Were all smaller projects that we've done over time. I believe all of those shorts
not quite all of them, but most of them
are available
should be available on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch that before you head to the movie, that'd be a great kind of just like prequel to get you in the headspace for it, because those are a lot of those are very reminiscent of what you will see in the feature film.
We kind of refined our style over about a year of doing these smaller shorts and telling these littler stories.
Okay.
And then we kind of brought that all together in The House on the Lake, which is a definitive version of all of those stories, kind of in one narrative.
Nice. That's something like similar. We were talking about Sam Raimi. That's basically kind of what they did throughout their their young career. You watch them progress and make that translation into The Evil Dead and become what it is. What is it? The Woods. What was it called?
Oh,
In the Woods.
Something along those
that.
lines.
Yeah, I'll get it right. And
that
put it
8 millimeter, like 30-minute short that they used to shop it around.
Right. I mean, how cool was that? I mean, very much like there were shots that were in that were in The Evil Dead. You're like, oh, that was really cool. Like going back as the first one I ever seen was Evil Dead 2. Mm-hmm. So I seen the over the top version of it.
It's the same,
right? And then I seen Evil Dead 1 and was like, oh, I kind of like Evil Dead 1 better. Yeah. I mean, because it was more like they were trying to be honest with it, like it was actually intentionally like a horror film, not just a comedy horror film, and it was a lot different and vastly different. So available Tuesday, August 7th, or August 9th, I'm sorry, 7:30.
7:30 is when doors open at 7. 7:30 is when the event will fully start, so make sure you guys get in there before then, get your popcorn, get your candy, whatever you want to eat.
What's your runtime?
Oh boy, what is that?
Runtime's an hour 9 minutes, and then there's also we're going to have trailers for a couple other projects. Yes. I can't say specifically which projects. I've been told to hold
keep
that information,
right?
But
if
you want to see some secret trailers that are not available to the public yet, come check out the premiere.
Absolutely.
So off camera, we were talking earlier about being that they're from East Lansing, being Spartans, being alumni with Sam Raimi. Talk a little bit. Yeah, right. Absolutely. I mean, like, hey, man, that's when I think of Michigan filmmakers, I think Sam Raimi.
Absolutely.
Definitely, he came back here, did the Oz movie in Pontiac there. Just all around. I met Ted on Warpath, which was a Josh Becker film, another Evil Dead guy. How was it like, working with that instructor? What was his name again? I'm sorry, the professor?
Bill Vincent.
Bill Vincent. Okay, talk a little bit about that, man.
Bill's wonderful. I've been working with him for about 2 years now. He teaches a screenwriting course that I have not actually, I've never taken a course from him, but Ellison took a course from him, and then we just kind of got to know each other. Very, very at the beginning of our relationship, he said, I'm not Professor Vincent to you. We're working together. I'm Bill.
Nice.
We're co-workers. I'm not your professor anymore. And I've really appreciated that. I've had the opportunity to sit down and talk to him about a lot of things, about where we're going.
We've actually brought 2 of his screenplays to screen now, so not just Hot Breath, but he actually also gave us a short, called Naked, that we also helped him bring to the screen.
Naked was our first project with any sort of a budget.
Okay, nice, right? I mean, it's nice to have a budget.
Oh, absolutely. It was I talked about A Very Merry Christmas Party earlier as kind of the foundings, but Naked was really, it was the first thing we did that kind of jump-started this, that we're making things all the time, that Evil Twin Digital is a real part of our lives that we're constantly working on. And I'm still really proud of that short. If you want to go check it out, it's also on YouTube. I got into a couple of festivals, Threadbare Mitten, the Sioux Film Festival.
Nice. That's
Right.
Yeah,
we have a couple other projects actually in festivals right now.
That is on my talking points list. Thank you for reminding me.
That's why he's the social media guy.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget about that, right? He's keeping you honest, man.
No, I'll be plugging that in. Yep.
So the only festival we've heard back from this year is the Sioux Film Festival, but we are lucky to have 3 projects in the Sioux Film Festival.
All right.
Which is The Knicks, Last Train Home, and From the Old Country.
Wow.
Which are all really exciting projects, and we realized after submitting them, unfortunately, since we are small, we tend to have a lot of crossover in our casting. Is something that we run into as an issue of, Noah is in a bunch of projects, I'm in several. We're really proud to say that all 3 of these projects that are going out have completely separate casts.
Oh, nice. So you didn't have to act this time, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we found people to bring in, and they took care of things. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, and all 3 of those projects should also be on the Evil Twin Digital YouTube channel right now. So you can actually watch all of those, during their festival run.
Let's drop the platforms. Well,
yes.
How can we get a hold of you guys?
So you guys can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our TikTok. And all 4 of those are going to be Evil Twin Digital, all one word. Capitalization, I believe, is either... Doesn't matter. So you guys will be able to find it. But Evil Twin Digital, all one word. Once again, you'll see the 2 guys facing back to back, black and white. That's going to be our logo. That's how you'll know it's us.
We could probably get that on the screen right now, so that it's not just Noah describing it several times. We'll send you a PNG.
Right here.
Yes, if you want to learn more about us as filmmakers, or about our projects, or just more about Evil Twin Digital as a whole, eviltwindigital.com is our website. Maybe that'll be down here or something like that, but that'll be
tell the
another
graphics person what to do.
Sorry, graphics person. But yes, those would be the best ways to keep track of, especially for this upcoming advanced screening. We'll be posting a lot about it on all of our social media platforms. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out on anything, highly recommend you guys follow that.
And the Last House on the Lake advanced screening will be...
The House on the Lake.
The House on the Lake.
I keep saying that. Sorry, guys. The House on the Lake advanced screening is going to be August 9th, 7 p.m. doors. Celebrate Cinema Lansing. Check it out. Thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
Check these guys out, man. Like, subscribe, follow them. Have a good night. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.